Alright, welcome. So today we have Bacchus here. It's been quite a while since I've done a video for him, so let's get into it. I do want to cover a couple things about his abilities I should definitely keep in mind when you're building your Bacchus, in case if you're new to the god or you're just new to Smite. Now when you start playing Bacchus, you're noticing you're spending quite a lot of mana using your chug, and for good reasons. It gives you temporary protection, so you can pop this before going to a team fight. You're also trying to keep the meter full so that we can gain additional stats from the passive, as well as unlock additional features from your 2, 3, and 4, slowing with your 2, stun with your 3, and then if you are smashed and you use your ultimate, you also gain additional magic power, temporary, which is nice. So with Bacchus, you can build him multiple different ways. I won't be able to cover all the build ways. You can build him like a bruiser, a mage, or a full-on support. I'll just be covering a couple support builds real quickly in this video. So that being said, you're looking for some mana options, since his one does take out more mana than your ultimate later on, as well as, you know, having that cooldown reduction allows you to have your extra protections quite often there. So enough of that, let's go to actually building for Bacchus. So I do have some items already here. So, playing as a support and being Bacchus himself, you are looking for Watcher's Gift, allowing you to gain additional health and MP5, mana per 5 seconds, for more mana sustained, as well as the passive is perfect as a support, allowing you to gain additional gold and sustain yourself with the health and mana income. Or if you're looking to be aggressive early on, you might look for the Market Vanguard, giving you additional early protection. So between this and your 1, you have a lot of protections early on, so you can be super aggressive and not get too punished for it. If you're looking to be more damage oriented, like maybe like a solo lane build or maybe jungle Bacchus, you could probably look for a Soulstone or Vamp Shroud. For now, let's just go into the Watcher's Gift. So he is also flexible in his choice of boots. He can literally go into any boots and be fine. Shoes of the Magi, looking to be more damage oriented. If you're looking to be more supportive and just use your abilities more often, go into Shoes of Focus, providing you with cooldown reduction as well as mana to complement that. If you want to be tanky, you can go into the Reinforced Shoes, also good against a heavy CC team. So giving you, with the Shoes of Focus, or the Reinforced Shoes rather, giving you that CCR, you can reduce your time spent CC'd. If you're looking for faster rotations, you can go into the Traveler's Shoes, giving you additional movement speed and HP 5 out of combat, as well as giving you additional gold once every 90 seconds if you hit a target. So regardless of your boots choice, your next item, some people like to rush into the Breastplate of Valor, giving them mana, cooldown reduction, and physical protection. However, the downside to rushing this item is it provides you with no health and obviously no magical protection. So if you do rush this item after your boots, typically you see just that after your Breastplate of Valor, and that being health and magical protection. So with that being said, you can go into the Hotword Amulet here, giving you and your allies additional magical protection as well as more MP5, so you can better sustain yourself. Or if you're looking to be a little more selfish and giving yourself a health shield if your HP drops too low, you can go to the Burg of Hope. Or if you're looking for anti-healing, obviously Pestilence. Or if you're looking to be more of a bruiser and have both magical protection and increase your damage output, you can go to the Void Zone. If you don't like rushing into the Breastplate of Valor, you can also rush into the Hide the Urchin, one of my favorite items. It's actually pretty cheap and it provides you with both physical and magical protection, as well as health and mana. It gives you all the good stats you want as a support. And the reason why you want to get it early on is the stacks. The stacks they're not based off minion kills. It's actually based off of you getting kills or you actually getting assists. You can pick this item up later on in the game if you're on the winning team and there's plenty of kills and assists to go around. So the same rule goes for this. If you do go into the Hide the Urchin, you still probably want to go into a magical protection item and also an item that has health into it right after it. And you can go into the Hotword Amulet or the Burg of Hope, any other items that I talked about early on. Or instead, if you still want the cooldown reduction, you can actually go into Genji's Guard after this point. So between these two items, you have a lot of protections for both physical and magical, and you as well as have the cooldown reduction. You can go with something like that. But for now, let's just go to Hotword Amulet. After this point, it's pretty common to go into the Mantle of Discord, especially if you went into the Hide the Urchin cooldown option, I'll say. And if you are looking for that cooldown reduction, you're also looking for the Mantle of Discord, since it does provide you with a lot of physical and magic protection. The passive is just the extra bonus to this. So with this build, you have cooldown reduction, you have mana, you have protection for both physical and magical, and you have plenty of HP to go around. So when you are building your support, you're looking for maybe like 3 or 4 core items, especially in the case in Conquest. And Conquest as a support, you're not looking to actually, you don't get to actually build your entire 6 items, so you're looking for very specific items for your situation. And you can also go into maybe like a damaging item as your last item here. You could probably go into a Soul Reaver, giving you more mana. And when you do ulti somebody, you're bursting them down for a lot, and this allows your team to easily clean up the mess that you just left when you just use your ultimate on everybody. So You can also go into the Mantle Discord if you went into the Breastplate of Valor route. You're only overcapping cooldown maybe by like 10% or so, and that's just not too bad, so you can still go into this item. If you don't want to overcap too much, then you could probably just look for the cheaper version of Mantle Discord and just go into the Spear Rope. And so that is pretty much it. Some other other protection items, I should say, would be to go into the Midgardian Mail. It's a really good item if you're looking for additional health. Physical protection is not the greatest, but you're looking for this item for the passive to help you against getting bursted down by like hunters or assassins that are really auto attack based, and this will help shut them down. If the enemy team has a lot of guys that are building into crit, maybe they hide the Minion Lion. And just really situational building when it comes to building for Bacchus. As far as the starter item, sell it mid to late game whenever you feel like you don't need it. Now, as far as relics, you can go into for relics and building for support. Relic wise, it's just really situational what your team needs. You can kind of communicate this between the rest of your teammates on, you know, who's going to pick up what, and that can depend on, you know, if you're you can go to like maybe like a sprint, or maybe go into like a blink. You can blink ultimate and then jump on top of them after your ultimate shell. It just really depends on what the team needs. The only like staple relic to go into is maybe like meditation for assault, since you can't obviously go back to base. So it just really depends on what you need. So that is pretty much it for Bacchus. Building as a support is mostly just situational. The main stats you are looking for is probably mana and cooldown reduction, I would say, for Bacchus. So that's it for the video. Hopefully it's helpful and provide you with some ideas to build for your Bacchus support. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.